Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The NFL world woke up today to a shockwave that's shaking everything we thought we knew about the upcoming season. The Dallas Cowboys, a franchise known for its bold moves and headline-making decisions, just reportedly pulled off what could be one of the most talked-about trades in recent memory. Word on the street, though still unconfirmed by official channels, is that AMON-RA St. Brown, the German-born star wide receiver currently dazzling fans with the Detroit Lions, is headed to Dallas. If this rumor holds any water, it's a move that would not only send ripples through the NFC, but also reshape the Cowboys' offensive strategy in ways we can only begin to imagine. Analysts, insiders, and fans alike are already buzzing with speculation, and social media is exploding with theories, debates, and disbelief. People are trying to connect dots between contract clauses, trade negotiations, and the team's future draft strategy, and every new snippet of information seems to add another layer of intrigue. The idea that a player of St. Brown's caliber, known for his precision routes, exceptional hands, and relentless work ethic, could suddenly be donning the star emblem is almost too tantalizing to ignore. Sources suggest that talks between Detroit and Dallas have been ongoing for months, and that behind closed doors, both franchises have been carefully maneuvering to reach an agreement that benefits their immediate and long-term ambitions. It's reported that St. Brown's contract situation and his market value made him an attractive target for the Cowboys, who are notoriously aggressive when it comes to reshaping their roster in pursuit of a championship window. If the trade is finalized, it would represent a seismic shift, not just for the Cowboys, but for the entire NFC East, which has struggled at times to contain elite wideouts. Fans are already speculating about how St. Brown's presence would impact the dynamics with C.D. Lamb, another rising star in Dallas, and how the Cowboys' offensive coordinator might integrate two top-tier receivers without disrupting chemistry. Meanwhile, whispers suggest that Detroit might be eyeing future draft capital or young talent in exchange, hinting at a rebuilding strategy that could be accelerated by cashing in on one of their brightest stars. The ripple effect of such a trade, if true, extends beyond just two teams, influencing fantasy football projections, betting lines, and even the perception of quarterback Dak Prescott's future trajectory with the Cowboys. Every angle is being dissected online, with podcasts, forums, and sports media channels exploding in real time. The rumor has also sparked international attention, given St. Brown's German roots, adding a fascinating cross-continental dimension to what is already one of the NFL's hottest stories. European fans of the NFL are reportedly following this development with heightened anticipation, eager to see if the narrative of a German star taking Dallas by storm could become reality. The cultural impact, combined with the purely athletic implications, makes this one of those rare stories that transcends typical sports news cycles. Analysts are drawing comparisons to other blockbuster trades in NFL history, debating whether the Cowboys are entering a high-risk, high-reward territory or strategically positioning themselves as Super Bowl contenders with this move. Every new leak, no matter how minor, is being scrutinized for hidden meanings. Subtle social media posts, cryptic interviews, and insider reports are fueling the rumor mill. Fans on both sides are polarizing, some welcoming the potential of St. Brown in Dallas, while others question what Detroit might be sacrificing in the process. The uncertainty is feeding a level of excitement that rarely appears outside of draft day or free agency frenzy. Betting odds are reportedly shifting, and sports analysts are rapidly recalculating projections based on the potential arrival of a player who has consistently been one of the most reliable, versatile, and electrifying receivers in the league. Even beyond the field, the story is capturing attention in terms of branding, merchandise, and media coverage. AMON-RA St. Brown in a Cowboys uniform could instantly become one of the most marketable figures in sports, combining on-field talent with a unique personal brand that appeals to global audiences. Rumors suggest marketing teams are already preparing campaigns that could leverage the trade to maximize fan engagement, social media content, and merchandise sales, hinting that this isn't just about football, but about creating a larger-than-life sports phenomenon. Conversations among commentators speculate how this might influence ticket sales, stadium attendance, and even fan loyalty, with every tweet and news snippet magnifying the potential cultural impact. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the negotiations reportedly involve not just player exchanges, but intricate financial calculations, balancing salary caps, performance incentives, and potential long-term contracts to ensure both teams benefit strategically. The rumor mill thrives on speculation about hidden clauses, performance bonuses, and the possible involvement of agents negotiating complex terms that could define the next several seasons for St. Brown. With every passing hour, the chatter intensifies, the speculation grows, and the tension builds, leaving fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting official confirmation or denial. The combination of star power, strategic implications, and potential historic significance has everyone glued to their screens. What's particularly fascinating is how quickly this rumor has spiraled into a full-blown narrative, with media outlets, fan forums, and social networks running wild with possibilities. The discussions are no longer just about football strategy. They encompass personality dynamics, locker room chemistry, and even leadership qualities that St. Brown would bring to Dallas. Comparisons to past Cowboys legends, hypothetical game plans, and projections for playoff scenarios dominate conversations, showing just how deeply fans are invested in imagining every possible outcome. Some are already speculating about matchups against elite cornerbacks in the NFC East, wondering how St. Brown's speed, agility, and football IQ could redefine Dallas offensive schemes. Meanwhile, Detroit supporters are expressing a mix of disappointment and curiosity, questioning whether parting with such a cornerstone player represents a bold move toward rebuilding or a risky gamble that could backfire. The rumor has become a story within a story, a captivating mix of hope, doubt, excitement, and anticipation, keeping everyone talking nonstop. Even casual NFL followers, who might normally glance at transactions, find themselves drawn into the frenzy, debating potential plays, fantasy points, and historical implications. Every tweet, post, or article adds layers to the rumor, creating a narrative that feels almost cinematic in scope, blending the thrill of sports with the drama of blockbuster storytelling. Ultimately, whether the trade is officially confirmed or remains a tantalizing what-if, the mere fact that such a rumor is circulating speaks volumes about the Dallas Cowboys' ambition and the league's ever-changing dynamics. The potential acquisition of AMON-RA, St. Brown signals a willingness to push boundaries, challenge expectations, and make bold, headline-grabbing moves that dominate sports conversations for weeks. Fans, analysts, and commentators are now united in one thing: paying attention. The ripple effects could define not only the trajectory of the Cowboys and Lions, but also the storylines of the entire NFL season, impacting playoff predictions, fantasy leagues, and media narratives across the country. Every whispered report, subtle hint, and insider leak contributes to an atmosphere of suspense, making it feel as if the league itself is holding its breath. This rumor, floating at the intersection of reality and speculation, captures the imagination, invites endless debate, and sets the stage for one of the most electrifying off-season stories in recent memory. Whether it materializes or not, AMON-RA, St. Brown's potential move to Dallas has already etched itself into NFL folklore, proving that sometimes a rumor can feel as impactful as a verified blockbuster trade. As the rumor continues to gain traction, fans and analysts alike are dissecting every possible scenario that AMON-RA St. Brown could encounter if he lands in Dallas. The hypothetical implications for the Cowboys' offensive playbook are enormous, and insiders are speculating that St. Brown's route-running precision and ability to create separation could elevate the team's passing game to unprecedented heights. Conversations are swirling around how Dak Prescott might adjust to this potential new weapon, how defensive coordinators might scramble to devise counter-strategies, and how the chemistry with existing stars like CeeDee Lamb could evolve over the course of a season. Social media is ablaze with fan theories, simulations, and highlight reels imagining St. Brown in silver and blue, each post fueling the sense of anticipation and excitement. Meanwhile, some commentators are raising questions about potential locker room dynamics, leadership influence, and how a high-profile acquisition like this could reshape team culture. Rumors suggest that Dallas might have crafted a package of draft picks or role players to tempt Detroit, which adds another layer to the intrigue, with fans speculating endlessly about the long-term consequences for both franchises. This rumor has quickly transcended a simple trade story and has become a living, breathing saga that dominates conversations across sports media platforms. The media frenzy surrounding this potential blockbuster trade is reaching a fever pitch, with every minor update dissected and analyzed for hidden meanings. Reporters are combing through past interviews, subtle social media interactions, and even wardrobe choices, interpreting them as potential signals about St. Brown's willingness to embrace a move to Dallas. Fan communities, from Reddit threads to Twitter Spaces, are generating detailed mock schedules, fantasy football projections, and comparative analyses between current Lions formations and what the Cowboys might deploy. Analysts are also debating the psychological aspects, wondering whether St. Brown, known for his tireless work ethic and disciplined approach, could thrive under the pressure of heightened expectations in Dallas, a city where football obsession borders on reverence. Rumors suggest negotiations are delicate, possibly involving multiple conditional clauses tied to performance incentives, media appearances, and even endorsements, highlighting the complexity of modern NFL trades. Every angle is being explored, from potential effects on salary caps to the strategic implications for the Lions front office, with insiders hinting that this deal, if real, could serve as a blueprint for high-profile trades in the future. The narrative is no longer confined to football strategy. It has become a spectacle that combines intrigue, drama, and a very human fascination with what-ifs and possibilities. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Fans in Dallas are reportedly buzzing with excitement, already envisioning how St. Brown could transform the stadium atmosphere and ignite fan engagement in ways that extend far beyond the field. Merchandise speculation is rampant, with jerseys, hats, and other branded items potentially flying off shelves the moment any official announcement is made. Rumors indicate that marketing teams are preparing multimedia campaigns and social media content to capitalize on the move, suggesting that the arrival of St. Brown could become a cultural phenomenon, not just a sports story. Across forums, comparisons are being drawn to past Cowboys icons, with fans debating how St. Brown's skill set might complement or even redefine the legacies of those who came before him. Analysts are further dissecting how his presence might influence Dallas passing schemes, red zone efficiency, and even trick plays, while also speculating about how opponents might scramble to adjust. Meanwhile, Detroit supporters are processing a mix of disappointment and curiosity, contemplating whether the Lions' front office is gambling on future draft picks, salary flexibility, or a different strategic trajectory. The entire rumor encapsulates a perfect storm of athletic skill, business strategy, and cultural resonance, generating a discussion that stretches from hardcore football analysts to casual fans fascinated by the drama of potential blockbuster trades. The international angle adds even more layers to the rumor, with German and European media outlets reportedly paying close attention to St. Brown's potential move to Dallas. Analysts overseas are speculating about the broader implications for the NFL's global reach, considering how a German star in one of America's most iconic franchises could accelerate the sport's popularity abroad. Conversations are emerging about international marketing campaigns, fan engagement strategies, and cross-continental partnerships that could stem from such a high-profile acquisition. In addition to on-field performance, the story now intersects with geopolitics, media influence, and the business of sport on a global scale. Observers are even debating how St. Brown's unique cultural background might influence his brand, endorsements, and off-field projects, adding yet another dimension to what initially started as a football rumor. Social media analysis shows a surge of international interest, with clips, commentary, and speculative threads multiplying by the hour, suggesting that even casual fans outside the United States are being drawn into this unfolding saga. The combination of athletic excellence, cultural significance, and media spectacle is making this rumor one of the most multifaceted and captivating narratives in recent NFL memory, holding attention across continents and fan bases alike. Meanwhile, insiders hint that the trade talks, if true, involve a complex web of strategic calculations, with Dallas possibly balancing immediate championship aspirations against long-term roster management. Detroit, on the other hand, is reportedly considering the implications for draft strategy, cap flexibility, and the potential to develop young talent in the aftermath of a major roster shakeup. Sources suggest that contingency clauses, performance incentives, and even media obligations could play significant roles in finalizing any deal, adding an intricate layer of complexity that keeps speculation alive. Sports commentators are eagerly debating every hypothetical, from projected yardage gains and touchdown counts to the subtle nuances of team chemistry, while fans build detailed mental simulations of potential game-winning plays. The narrative has reached a point where almost every action, statement, or social media post is interpreted as a clue, fueling the rumor mill and keeping audiences constantly engaged. Even without official confirmation, the sheer magnitude of possibilities has generated a media environment reminiscent of a championship playoff week, with endless analysis, hot takes, and dramatic storytelling dominating headlines and digital spaces. This rumor has become a story of strategy, anticipation, and possibility, capturing attention in ways few unconfirmed trades ever managed to achieve. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.